Porsche number 20 harvesting massively under braking there.
So Brendan Hartley there, patiently waiting to get back in the car. He did a long stint earlier on in the race. I think he did a quadruple stint, so they're all doing quadruples now. It's very nice to see you got Toyota, Audi and Porsche, top three different manufacturers. So far going well for Porsche on their first time back to Le Mans for many years, so it's great to see that, and they're only going to get stronger. They'll be here back stronger again next year. They might even win it. It's not over yet. They might even win it this year. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic achievement that they've managed over halfway through the race and they're still in a podium position. They've got another car in fifth position, so let's hope they can keep that up. Let's hope all these P1 cars can get to the end.
Okay, the Sarrazin Lotterer battle, 134, that's kind of stabilised now. Stefan Sarrazin being given the hurry up there, I think, just to kind of keep that gap at what they wanted at. As you say, yeah, you can't write, if you're not writing off Audi number 1 in 4th, you can't write off for the Porsche in 3rd, can we? So
so you can't write any of them off.
No. So just looking at that gap in P2, it's a minute 5 in P2. Car 34 is out on an out lap.
It's on team radio from car 20. Yeah, just confirming that they're going to do the full stop with driver change tires and fuel. Brendan Hartley now waiting. Big step up for him this year. He was driving the Murphy prototype last year in P2, and then got the chance to come and join Porsche, move up to P1. Obviously, to grasp that opportunity with both hands, and here he is at Le Mans.
It's, as you say, yeah, incredible. I mean, what goes through your mind when you get the phone call of we want you to come and do this for us? It kind of must be like dream world.
It's memorable. It is memorable. These small things in life where you just remember them for the rest of your life. Yeah, the initial conversation you'll have where you get a big chance like this, and of course his dream was Formula One, but sports cars are up and coming, and to drive for a manufacturer like Porsche, it's, I would say, almost equal with Formula One. It's just different type of racing.
When you're getting paid, you're doing a world championship, you're in a manufacturer car, it's a big deal.
It is, yeah. I mean, as I said, the dream was always there to do Formula One. It's there for most young drivers starting out, and certainly he was a Red Bull back driver expecting to go to Formula One. In fact, he's done quite a few tests, but changed over to endurance racing now, and no doubt he will have a nice long career. He's still a young guy.
Okay, well, he's about to get another chance, this time in the dark, around this circuit, because car 20 is on pit road. 3rd place as they enter the pits. More than likely stay in 3rd place unless there's a delay in the pits.
So it's clear. Webber's the tallest in the car. He's the one that has he's set the base seat for himself, and the other two have inserts that go into the base seat.
So Webber's base seat is molded for him.
Yeah.
Then the back of their seat is molded to Webber's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Lego.
Yeah, just building blocks into there. So it's what they call a full service. That's it. It's away. En route. Senna's lead, I think, has come down slightly. I'm sure we're into the 20 seconds at one point. It's now 8. It's not a lot, but it's 18.8 now. So
well, we saw Fisichella
starting to ramp it up,
exactly,
wasn't he?
3 laps ago or so. He did the fastest lap of a GT Pro car. So he has eaten into it a bit. We've got Richard Westbrook, a little bit slower than Fisichella. Hasn't quite got onto the same pace. So he's being left behind. He's now a minute behind Senna, but Fisichella's only 18 seconds, so he's starting to close it back up again. Senna probably now in his 3rd stint, I would have thought. So he's bound to be coming into the pits pretty soon for another change.
Would they think of four stinting him?
Certainly, if the tyre
and himself feel up to it.
I don't think it could though. I think they're more likely to just do a 3-hour, or depending on how the fuel lasts now and if there's any safety cars, that kind of thing. But generally, it's an hour per stint in a GT car.
Okay, Sarrazin is definitely stemming the flow of Lotterer, actually beating on the last lap. Not by much, but he did beat him, so it's now kind of leveled off as car number 1 enters the pits. De Grassi in, that'll be just a fuel stop. Because remember, that's the end of his 1st stint for De Grassi.
Got one of the Ferraris in as well. The 51 car, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Fisichella car, isn't it? Oh, hang about. There's tyres out for this Audi.
Maybe just there as a precaution.
Yeah. They did just seem to mean a bit of business when they appeared. I was thinking, hang about. Oh, we are putting tyres on it.
I think they didn't do it. We didn't see this car leaving the pits, remember?
No.
So we saw it being pushed into the garage, we saw it being refueled, and then the driver change, and De Grassi going in the car while they fixed it. So I guess they didn't change tyres.
But you believe that that car would have gone onto the softer tyre earlier in the evening, so they're not just going onto them now. I'm just going to see if when they put their update up. He's out and running. Okay. Audi used the unscheduled pit stop also to put De Grassi in the car. That was the one that he's now finished his 1st stint on.
Yeah.
So let's see if they update.
14 cars going slow.
Oh man.
Mark Lieb.
Now we got a message into our box about team radio. got a long way to go, hasn't he?
That's Eduardo Freitas, the race director, coming over the radio saying that car 14 is slow.
Okay, now we touched on it about 20 minutes ago that they were reporting the brakes. Then he'd been into the pits and had a service, but
that's not a brake problem, is it?
No.
That's just driving slow.
That's as if it's in a gear and he's not going into any higher gear, or he's just on a pit speed limiter kind of function. It's, as you say, going slow.
Yeah, I'm not going to guess on what's wrong with his car because I just get it wrong. But yeah, he's obviously got an issue.
I mean, looking at it here in the dark, the speed that they're going past. Looking at it in the dark there, and it keeps like juddering, as if it's on a limiter of some sort. I mean, the speed limiters can't stick in, can they?
Well, yeah, it could be on the close to the limiter of first gear because he is going about the speed of first gear. Team radio again. Okay. Right, so he's on limp home mode. That's why he's going so slow.
It was fuel issues that they had earlier on when they lost their time earlier on. Now, an update on Audi #1. Pit stop from P4, rear puncture left. So that's why the tyres were changed, a rear puncture on that car. So fuel pressure problems. I'm sure I wrote that down on my notes from earlier on. Porsche 14, he lost fuel pressure issues at 32 minutes into the race. So that's the second time this car, for car 14, has a fuel-related issue. If there's one blessing, it's not the 20 car, it's the 14 car, which already has the problem. Not what he needed anyway, that's for sure. Okay, so yeah, that stop that de Grassi did about 5 minutes ago was unscheduled, and that was due to a tyre puncture on the rear left. So unscheduled stop, but they did put the fuel in it, and they are back out on track.
It's a long way home to the pits.
It's a long way home, isn't it?
Watching everyone else drive by you.
It's just quite scary.
Well, yeah, I've been in this situation as well myself, and you can just be minding your own business, and all of a sudden you get two prototypes fighting each other, and one's unsighted and just collects you, and that happened to me a few years ago. So it's never nice driving that speed around the circuit and just trying to keep out of the way, because sometimes people trip over you anyway.
We keep touching on closing speeds. I mean, this is even bigger, this closing speed. He's not far away now, but he's still got a little way. He's got the fast corners, and he gets caught in the middle of these. Yeah,
you hear that noise. I think that's him running over the curb. That's the rumble of the curb.
Do you think?
He's really trying to get out of the way. No, it's happening again now.
This is where there's someone going to come around the outside of him in there. But the... I was going to say, when the race director comes in, that's obviously directly into all the cars, the race director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's directly to the teams. The teams tell
and then the teams,
drivers.
Okay.
But with the new system in the car, it's quite likely that they'll see a white light come up in their car to show that there's a slow-moving car ahead of them.
He can't be far away from us because he was in the final.
He's in the Porsche cars there.
He ain't going very fast, but he can't be far away. So that's going to be put on his little trolley jacks and spun round and pushed into the back. Car 88 obviously negotiated him somewhere on pit road. Here he is. He's just, God, that's taken an age. He needs a calendar to work out how much time he's lost, not a stopwatch. Here he comes.
Yeah, there's no slowing down for the line anyway,
No,
so
he's not got to worry about that.
He's not breaking the 60k limit.
No, not got to worry about that there. So he's now in. At this moment in time, the Japanese engineering is definitely winning out. As the German cars of Porsche and Audi having problems, different related problems, but still problems nonetheless. I wonder if it's going to be, if they go straight to the same thing that they went to only 30 minutes in. Front and rear ends off this bodywork off this car. Dr. Ulrich watching on.
That looks like Chenet ready to go back in again as well.
Now he's in the #1 car. De Grassi hasn't done a massively long. He's only done one stint, then an early stop, and this will be his second stint. So not a particularly. If they are going to change, obviously car 2 is on its way in. Lotterer on his way in. 201 laps completed for our leading car.
I think Lotterer is due to stay in that car. I don't think he's coming out now.
Okay, the front end's back. Now that looks like a new front end, to be fair. That's very clean, that front end.
No, he is getting it. So that's truly his new helmet. So I just didn't realise that he's got a new helmet, and that's truly.
Again, someone else who put in a huge performance when he was in the car first time. Again, Nakajima ready as well. Notice when he got out the car after his first stint, kind of limping as he kind of walked away.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Just a slight kind
just
of...
a bit stiff.
After spending 3 hours in a #7 Toyota. Okay, just looking at the pro category in GT, Senna's lead now 1:10. I don't know where that's kind of appeared from, but 1:10, and then Westbrook actually dropping further. Westbrook nearly a minute down now on the other cars as cars start to filter into the pits. Senna, as we speak, coming past us into the pit lane. So that could well be a driver change.
Senna is the last of them to pit. That's why he's got
such a big lead
gap. Yeah, so he's run the whole stint. He's pulled out a nice gap. Let's see what they do. Whether they stick. Darren should be getting in next if it's his turn.
Okay, first garage in the pit lane is the Toyota garage, and Sarrazin is in it. It's really on an out lap now, and the Porsche getting cleaned up. This has got a fuel issue, fuel pressure issue for the 14 car. Okay, right. Nakajima stood there, not needed.
Yeah.
Sarthe back out.
Again, just it does seem that every stop that Toyota make, they have the spare driver ready to take the seat if needs be.
So the Porsche 14 still in the pits. 7 Toyota back out after a fuel stop. Senna in the pits, remember, the leader of the GT Pro category. This is where Fisichella starts to make up the time. Darren Turner now in that car. He's on an out lap.
So Fisichella has taken the lead.
Just noticed that. As you said, I was thinking, hang on, where's Fisichella gone? He's actually gone in front. So let's wait till we get some splits.
Is that down to the fact that they've changed tyres? Fisichella stayed in the car, his car, so he's had a splash of fuel.
Yellow at Marshall point 60, that's the second chicane.
Yeah.
Okay, waiting for sector times to pop up.
So, well, we knew Fisichella was running slightly quicker than Bruno.
Yeah, but I mean, they're saying he's nearly 14.5 seconds up here on that first gap, based on sector 1. Car 52 is the one that's been off at the second chicane. So let's just see, car 52. That's our friends in the Ferrari, number 52 Ferrari. I'm not sure who's in that car at the moment, but they've had a few dramas all the way along. So, right, there's still work going on the Porsche. Look at this, our P2 leader setting sector times and lighting up the screens blue. Mardenborough. Okay, Sebastian Buemi in the 6th overall Toyota number 8. Just dealing with some traffic. Now the driver change in the number 2 Audi, basically giving Sarthe a 3-minute, 3-second lead, which will obviously come down when they decide to swap Sarthe. And the gap between Fisichella and Darren Turner, 15.6 seconds. It's the gap between first and second in the Pro category.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I think Fisichella's stayed in the car. He's taken fuel, no tyres. The Aston's had a driver change and had tyres as well.
Had a full lot,
fuel.
didn't they?
So obviously that's been a bit slower. I also wonder, as I was saying earlier on,
Okay, right, you know what Buemi's doing here? He's 2 laps. He's going to go 1 lap away from actually overtaking this Porsche and going into 5th overall. So he's ahead of the game, thinking, hang around. If we can make another lap or so here,
yeah,
we can get an overall position. Frantic work going on the Porsche 14 in the pits. It's a fuel pressure issue. That's what the driver was reporting on the straight when he was making his way back. Okay, here's Fisichella on board with him. Darren Turner's
yeah, as I was saying, I just wonder whether that Ferrari, they are very good on their tyres, and I wonder whether they've managed an extra stint on the tyre, which would save a 20-second stop tyre change, which would put them ahead of the Aston, which is where they are now. So it's difficult to know exactly what's happened and what their schedule is for tyre changes, but they've certainly leapfrogged the Aston when it did look like they had a nice, safe lead in the 97 car. So Darren has now got to fight back up. He's almost 15 seconds behind Fisichella.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bit of a gap behind him, so you don't need to worry so much behind, but as you say, he's starting to come down. It's now 14 and a half. Again, that could just be a traffic issue. I do love this Ferrari in the braking and acceleration zone. It's real commitment, real aggression. I think you called it brutal earlier on, which it kind of is.
That's the thing. I'm a big fan of the modern car, and I do like the paddle shift gearbox. Of course, I've come through most of my career with a normal sequential, so you're you know, really using the engine braking a lot and on the downshifts, and I'm used to doing that. But now everything's paddle shift, so it blips it on its own. You just shift down, and if you've changed too early, it just won't accept it, and then you've got to try again a little bit closer to the corner.
Okay, we need to just keep an eye on when Buemi comes back. I think he's just crossed the line. Yeah, he's just crossed the line there. We need to keep an eye on Buemi. Potentially because that Porsche 14 is still parked in the pits, so Buemi could be on for a position here, which is exactly what he's wanting. You got to think, car number 8, an hour and a half or so into this race, was parked against the wall, looking very, very, very sorry for itself.
That's right, yeah, with that massive rain shower that came, it was touch and go whether he could get it back, actually.
But the speed he went into the barrier, he didn't really have a right to get it back, to be honest, and fair play, they got it back and they got it fixed. He didn't hit that wall, hit the Armco at some speed. Came from nowhere. Wow.
He is still 12 laps down the leader, so it will take, for him to come back up onto the podium, it will take a minor miracle, but this is Le Mans, it can happen.
Fisichella out of the final chicane and on his way to another lap. Sounds great, does sound good. Okay, Prost out on a lap, outlap in the Rebellion. They've had problems with that car. They've now started to drop down the order. 4 P2 cars past them now. Now, I'm just trying to... So Fisichella's got 12.
Yeah, so Darren took a couple of seconds out of him on that lap.
But yeah, he's got 12 on him. He's actually just taken in that first sector just a little bit more as well. Only 0.4, but a little bit more. Westbrook's times are not far away now, but he just seemed to struggle early on in his stint. So
yeah, that's unusual. Westy's normally very rapid, so I don't know what he's got going on in the car. But we're seeing the lap times on the basis of tyres now. So you've got Darren, who's just done a 3:57, and Fisichella, who's done a 3:59. Fisichella probably on older tyres. Darren, we know, on new tyres. And so another, what, 7 laps, and Darren should be, well, at best anyway, 7 laps, then he should be right on Fisichella's back door.
Okay, the
14 car back out.
Buemi is not far away from this, you know. I think we're going to see a position. Just keeping an eye on this. It's going to. They've been in that pits 13 or so minutes in that car. He's running again, so the 14 Porsche is back out, but Buemi has just gone past him and up into 5th place for the Toyota number 8. So there's a little bit of a battle there now. So I believe they're going to be on the same lap when they come out. So Buemi 5th, and the 14 Porsche of Mark Lieb down in 6th place. He's on an out lap. Let's just hope that car runs fine and gets going. Our leader in P2 has just been in just for fuel. Martin Burrett staying in the car. Okay, Porsche not telling us quite yet what was wrong with that car. They just said it's left the pits. New tyres and refueling. Something else has gone onto that car to make it go as fast as it's going now, because it wasn't going that fast when we last saw it on track. Okay, I thought I just saw a blue sector time for Westbrook, but I haven't. ...205 laps in the book for Stefan Sarrazin.
It's probably the hardest time now for the drivers, because it's the dead of night, and when you start to see the sun coming up, it starts to the sky starts to get a bit lighter, which won't be far away now. It's probably about an hour away or so.
Yeah.
That's when you start to get that feeling. Okay, we're almost there. We've almost made it through the night. But this is the hardest time. This kind of 4 o'clock.
Kind of must be really weird in the dark in the car. You're not, because you are constantly overtaking cars when you're in the big category. But here, looking at this Porsche, I'm on my own. There's no one else out here. I'm just going round and round and round. As you say, it's kind of like. It's a strange feeling. You race for 24 hours, and it's when you've had a bad day as well, you're kind of thinking, I wish these 24 hours would just kind of speed up and get to the end. Car 29 reported to the stewards for speeding in the pit lane. Car 29, that is our
P2 car. Right, so
a lockup was that or something, or
yeah, the engineer's just saying be gentle with the tires. Is this his first stint still? So he's got a long way to go on these tires yet.
Yeah, I didn't know whether you said he was locking up the tires or something, but yeah, the 14 car passed us and completes its outlap from the pits. It's all running fine. Now he's 57 seconds behind Buemi. So a little bit of a fight going on there. The SMP racing car. Can't see who's in there. 72 Ferrari.
This car was quite high up. That was a second place car in the GT AM.
parked.
So still the Aston 95 leading the category. And now currently still the 72 has dropped down a bit now. So the second place car now is a Ferrari 61 of Venturi. So that 72 was running second. It's in the pits just now with Bertolini in the car. Andrea Bertolini, factory Ferrari driver. Some kind of issues. It could be. Yes, it looks like it's a standard brake change.
But maybe it just seems potentially a bit more frantic than what it should be, particularly on this front corner here, on the front right.
Yeah,
front left, sorry.
Certainly had some brake pads though. No, it's more than that, isn't it?
Three, don't care. It's oil.
Yes, that's more than just a standard brake change.
Car 58. That's the car 58 is our Ferrari, which it is the right car.
Yeah, Iari in the car.
Yeah, Fabian Barthez, the Fabian Barthez car, but he's not in that car at the moment. So, our leader overall, as we know, is the number 7 Toyota. He's got a lead of 2 minutes 8 seconds. Our leader in LMP2 is the car 35. Yellow flag at 95 and 96. Okay, that's just before Indianapolis. It's on the quick right and before Indianapolis. We might get a message of why that was, might soon. Car 67 in the gravel. Car 67. Okay, that's a Porsche. I don't know who's in car 67, but who is actually sat in it, but it's
one of the lower running cars.
Yeah, it's the French, all French crew in car 76, sorry, is it? No, 67, I was looking at the wrong car there, sorry.
So Eric Hillary, so again, a very experienced driver.
He was
Henry back on board with 7 team radio.
Okay, you did say about 5 or 6 minutes ago, I'd like to hear some Stefan Sarrazin radio. Wow, 6 seconds on the last lap. That's
so you can't put it any more straightforward than that.
No, can you up the pace, please?
We've got one of the Astons in now.
It's a Danish car, I think. The leader in the AM category, I'm sure that is the Danish car, the 95 car, yeah. There's been a driver change. Didn't see who got in there. Car 67 is still in the gravel.
Probably Nicky Team now in the car, I would have thought. Again, another very fast driver. Factory Audi driver now.
Tell you what, truly on a real mission again. Sector 1, he's 2.2 quicker than Sarrazin. We won't get a second or a third sector time, pure and simply because Sarrazin's already through and away. Waiting for some times to pop up, but I want to see what the kind of overall is now. I mean, if he can keep taking 5 or 6 seconds, well, if he can keep taking 4 or 5 seconds, it's giving him a bit of a benefit.
I think that was a one-off lap. I think,
I think that's a traffic lap, isn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it is. They want a bit of a We want a bit of a battle, want a bit of a fight. It's 2 minutes, 3 seconds at the end of that lap.
So if you remember when Andre was in the car, he'd got the gap lower than that.
Yeah,
so
but they've had a driver change. Sarrazin hasn't. Right. Nakajima was ready to change and he didn't. So they do have a driver change to come up. Because they changed, because as you pointed out, when they came in, Andre got out, Benoit got in, and then Sarrazin didn't change. In the pits is Buemi, coming in from 5th place.
Right, so they've got the tyre change, driver change, time in hand for the next stop.
Yeah.
So the 8 car's in now.
That's a driver change as well in the 8 car. Who's that getting in?
Good stint from Buemi. Brought the car back up to 5th place now. Anthony Davidson going in.
Anthony giving a pat on the back to Buemi as he got out of the car. This is just a big push, isn't it? This is a huge push just because they can. Because if it stops, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. They're back up there fighting.
Okay, Davison now in that car, in the 8 car, and on their way out. Trillier quicker again in sector 1 by 1.1. Dropped a little bit, dropped 0.9 in sector 2. To look at the Darren Turner Fisichella gap. That's 47 seconds there. Between them.
No, is it not? Right. 7 seconds?
Sorry, it is. Sorry, 7 seconds. Sorry, it's now 2 seconds.
Well, no, let's wait till they come right. I'm not sure where they are actually. It seems to be fluctuating, it's changing all the time.
Waiting to see if yeah, let's wait. Well, whereabouts are they at? Well, they're in the final. Let's give it maybe just do it out the window and have a look. Ferris wheel stopped going round as well. So we're looking for 51 to 97. Now remember that Ferrari does have their day glow strip up the A-pillars. That's quite recognizable when it appears. And Ferris wheel started up again. People are on board and it started up. Waiting for Fisichella. We're just going to look out the window just to kind of get an exact time out. I think you could be right with the 6 seconds though.
So we're looking at the Sebastian Loeb car in the pits there from Pier 5 of LMP2. Rennie Rast at the wheel.
Okay, here they come. That's the 51. And that's the
98.
98, that's it, yeah. That is.
So there's the 97. So no, he is close.
He is, but yeah.
But he's not that close.
Yeah, but he is. It is this 6 seconds.
Yes, he's closed up a lot of time.
Yeah. So Marshall point 100 is a yellow flag. Marshall point 100. Okay, that is at Arnage. We've got a yellow flag. Not sure who it is at the moment. Let's see if we got any messages coming in. No new messages. The Audi team fast asleep.
Dumas looking on there.
Yeah, I think and Porsche team seem to be stood up all the time, as if like, right, if we stay stood up, we won't fall asleep. Because someone sat there, stood there, ready with the driver. Still a yellow flag at Marshall. It's gone now. Marshall point 100 is clear. Sarthe on the last lap, losing 2 seconds to the Audi number 2. And we are on board with that Audi number 2. They got to go for it, haven't they? They just got to go for it.
I think they are going for it. I think they're flat out. Another 2 seconds off him, as you say, so still a big gap, though.
Yeah, it is a big gap. I think the driver change and fuel stop, well,
yeah, could cut it down a bit.
Yeah, you got 15, 20 seconds there that they're thinking, right, we've already got that. If we can start to nibble in, start to put some pressure on, yeah, all these drivers, experienced drivers, but let's just start to kind of like squeeze them a little bit.
Yeah, and as the engineer was saying, please can you up the pace a little bit? So they are getting a bit nervous of the Audi catching them up.
We did see though in the warmer conditions, the Toyota was far stronger than the Audi. Audi has come into it more in the cooler conditions in the dark. So equaled each other in the first sector, 33.6 for both of them. As I'm now keeping an eye on, because they're in the final sector, the Fisichella-Turner battle. It is 6.1 between them. I think they're both in a little bit of traffic. Oh, hang about. 74 cars being wheeled back in. That's a 74 car. Now, is that a big service? That's a full service, I think, because
that's a brake service. Yeah,
that's a brake service in there. So
I mean, we were conscious of Westy losing time, and I wonder whether he was just having issues on the brakes.
Yeah, maybe just not.
Because remember, we were seeing Tom Milner pumping the brake pedal a lot.
Brakes, yeah. Okay, here's this battle. They're coming past us there. So there's a rogue Aston Martin in the middle, which is slightly deceptive. But there's the other one. Yeah, it's still 6-ish seconds, so that'll do us. As just catching them as well is the leading Toyota, Stefan Sarthe. Catching him slowly, but is catching him, is the number 2 Audi. Benoit Truitt in that car at the moment.
And the Aston of Darren Turner is catching Fisichella as well in the 51 Ferrari. So we're close to that battle resuming between those two.
That's it. Okay, airlines, air guns out the way. All the wheels are on it. It's going to get wheeled out. Spun round. Fired up.
Stalled it again.
He's on his way. Okay.
That's a difficult thing because you don't want to rev it too much and spin the wheels.
The wheels spin, yeah.
So you've got to drive it away slowly, like a road car. But then
they don't like
risk of stalling. Yeah. It's a difficult thing to do.
Lumpy and everything when you're trying to get it away. This is our 3rd place car at the moment. Brendan Hartley in the Porsche number 20. As I know Bob touched on earlier on, our factory teams run 1, 2, 3 for Audi, and it's made contact.
So he's hit the number 18 car. Who is the number 18 car?
Okay, number 18 car.
Is there a number 18 car?
No, well, I don't have a number 18 car on my
Right.
spot guide.
I misheard the number then, but he's hit somebody.
To be fair...
Maybe 80? Is there an 80?
No, we don't have an 80 either. But
Certainly an 8 in there somewhere. Could be the...
you see, I didn't actually, if I'm honest, I didn't hear that bit, but because I was concentrating on something else. But I just heard him saying front left.
Yeah, so he's had contact with another car anyway. And they're obviously concerned. Is it big contact? Is it damaged? Or are you able just to continue without any trouble?
Okay, this gap now between Fisichella and Turner down to 4 seconds as they go into the final sector of the lap. So that's starting to come down quite considerably. That's a third of what the gap was. So you really will be able to start and see him. It's one way of helping your driver.
That's his second place car. Got a British driver, Ollie Webb, in that car. Could be him that's getting in now, in fact. Is it? All the helmets look similar.
Yeah. Okay, the 20 car, our third place car. Brendan Hartley into the pits. There goes our leader, Stefan Sarazan, staying out on track. And the Fisichella-Turner battle is going to be heading towards the end of the lap. They're in the final sector somewhere, so get a glance out the window. Here they are. I think this is them. Yeah, they are. It's a 97 car we're looking for. That must have been. I thought that said 98, but it must have said 97. Because it's now, the gap is 3 seconds in there, so 3.1 seconds. So that's just been a fuel stop, I think. What's going on here? There's a bit of a... Oh, what's that?
It looks as oil. It looks standard. It looks like a normal thing for them to do.
But they can't obviously do that while they're putting the fuel in, which is why they had to wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only things you can do while putting fuel in are change the driver.
Clean the window.
And clean the windows, yeah. Clean the lights.
Okay, I think it's time to try and get the director to turn to Fisichella-Turner. We have on board in-car camera with Fisichella, but he is being hunted down quite sternly now.
4 seconds off in that time. Darren Turner down to 3:55, so setting a pretty good pace.
Sarazan actually beating Trullier in that lap, so it's coming back. Coming back to him now, so it's exactly what he wanted. Team radio. We got 10 hours, 33 minutes, and he's getting a call as if it's like 2 laps from the end. We need to bring the car home. Or is that just bring it home to the pits? Because what you've just clipped or hit needs work on it. But to me, home is finish, which is 10.5 hours away. Still a long way away anyway, whatever.
Well, it did sound like he was just saying to him, you know, keep cool. We don't need any more contact.
Well, he's on his outlap. Remember, he went into the pits. That was obviously... have they... Okay, he's changed the nose, I believe. he's hit a blue Ferrari, is what we're being told. But judging by the paint on it, there's a blue paint on the front of that, Porsche 20. So when they change the nose. Let's try and see if we'll see anything else.
So that could have been the 58, because we heard him say 8 as well. And that's got blue on it. You never know.
Yeah. Okay, gearbox change on the 52 Ferrari. Yeah, and we were right with the 74 car. Brake pad change, brake pads and disc change on the 74 car.
Right, we're getting our wish. Here's the battle.
Also, Oliver Gavin has replaced Richard Westbrook in that car.
This shouldn't be too much of an issue, because Darren has been so much quicker over the last few laps. And even the 98 Aston, which obviously has let Darren through, is just behind. So Fisichella, I think, struggling on his tyres now. I think he's done an extra long stint on them, and they're not enjoying this last stint.
Maybe just keep an eye out for the 20 Porsche. It might just have to pop back into the pits here. I'm just getting a message that a double stop could be required. Brake issues for the 20 Porsche. I'm not saying that is definitely what's going to happen, but we'll see.
Well, he's still on track just now, so he hasn't pitted yet. Team radio of 7. Right, so as we suspected, there's going to be a change to Kazuki Nakajima, and tyre and fuel stop with the number 7 Toyota, and they're going to lose some time to the trail away number 2 Audi. So we should see that gap come down a bit from 2 minutes.
Okay, the race director has just been telling car 71. Ferrari 71, it needs to turn both headlights on. Well, when you turn them on, they should both come on, unless there's one that's bulb's broken. So maybe that might be a bulb change for car 71. So our 13 results just dropped through the door on onto our desk. Yeah, so Oliver Gavin back in that car as well. So as well as changing the discs and pads, change the driver. So Darren Turner
is now past.
Yes, I was going to say, I'm just on the screen, but I didn't see that. We're on board. I suppose there was some P1s and P2s coming through, but that is Darren in front of him now, isn't he? So. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Kazuki Nakajima just limbering up, getting ready to get back in the car. They're going to pit this lap, Sarazan in. Still controlling the race nicely. Back on board with the 51 Ferrari, the Aston 97, now the new leader of